Now I'm going to do a nice quick dish. Now what we're going to be making is teriyaki salmon with pak choy. Really simple to do, but delicious. So just to go through the ingredients, now I've got them all laid out, all measured out, so it keeps your life nice and simple when you want to get on with the cooking. Now I'm going to be using tablespoon measurements for most of these, so that's a slightly bigger spoon. Now for making the teriyaki sauce, I'm going to mix these 6 pots here. Now what we've got is 4 tablespoons of dark soya sauce, mine is reduced salt, 2 tablespoons of sweet chilli sauce, 2 tablespoons of mirin. Now if you haven't got that, you could use dry sherry as an alternative. 2 tablespoons of honey, 2 tablespoons of sesame oil, and then I've got about 1.5 tablespoons of finely grated ginger. Now that's going to be mixed in a bowl, and that's going to make the simple teriyaki sauce that's going to go over the top of the salmon. Now for the rest of it, I'm going to be making up some pak choy to go with it. Now I've got 4 pak choys. Now what you want to do is just cut the base off, separate the leaves, give them a good wash, good rinse, ready to go. Now I've got 100 millilitres of fish stock. Now if you haven't got fish stock, you could as an alternative use vegetable stock. Then I've got 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil. Now I tend to use vegetable oil because it hasn't got any real flavour. And that's going to be mixed with 1 tablespoon of sesame oil, which has got a good flavour. So that's going to make a nice flavoured oil to, cook up the pak choy. And then I've got 3 cloves of garlic, which I've grated mine. And then to dress it up at the end, I've just got some toasted sesame seeds, about 1 tablespoon. And then obviously I've got my salmon there. Now with the salmon, I've got 4 salmon fillets, no bones, no skins. So make sure there's no skin on it because you want the sort of teriyaki sauce to kind of penetrate into the fish and it will just make it delicious. So there's all my ingredients, nice and simple. Now what I'm going to do is grab myself a bowl and I'm just going to mix these 6 ingredients together to make the teriyaki sauce. So I've got them all in the bowl there, so just give them a quick mix up. And that was so simple, just add them in, give them a good mix, and that is ready then to brush over the salmon. Beautiful. Now I've got my salmon there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm literally just going to pour this over the top. We can brush that all over. Like that. So get it all nicely coated, all over, all around the edges. And that is then ready to pop in the oven. Now obviously you could leave this to marinate for a bit. So, while you're washing the rest of it, or if you want to prepare it in the morning, you can leave it to marinate and just give it a little bit extra flavour. But there you go, that is all ready for baking up in the oven. Now I've got my oven on, it's a preheated oven, so I'm just going to place the salmon in the oven and get that cooking. Now I've got my oven set to 200 degrees Celsius, which is 400 degrees Fahrenheit, gas mark 6. Now I would say you want to cook for about 10 to 12 minutes, so leave that cooking, and then what I'm going to do is go over and start cooking up the pak choy. So I've come over to the hob. Now let's just switch this on. Now once it warms up, I'm just going to pour in the oil. So I've got the vegetable oil and mix that with the sesame oil, which will give it a really beautiful flavour. Now I've got my pak choy there. You can see I've cut the base off, I've washed them, and I've dried them. I've got this little spinner which is great, it's a salad spinner, perfect for doing that sort of thing. So the only things we've got to add is, which I will now, is the garlic. Wait for that to sort of heat up a little bit, mix it around, get the flavours in there, and then we can add the pak choy. Now with the garlic, move that around. Now with the garlic, you only want to cook that, I would say, for about 30 seconds to a minute, so we're pretty much there. Now I'm going to get the pak choy, just pour all that in, like that. Give it a good stir. Like that. Now really, I'm going to pour in the fish stock, because that will stop the garlic from burning. Again, give it a quick mix. And I'm going to put a lid on there. Now really, you only want to cook this, I would say, for about 5 minutes. Now I've been cooking the pak choy for about 5 or 6 minutes, just starting to wilt down. Beautiful. So give it a final stir, put the lid on, switch heat off, leave that, and we're going to serve it up with that beautiful salmon, which is just about done. Now I've had the salmon cooking for around about 10 minutes, so I'm going to pull that out. Now I'm going to put that on the table and serve it up with that pak choy mixture we've made. So let's put a little piece of that salmon on top. Oh, lovely. Now I'm not going to waste that teriyaki sauce because I am going to pour some of that over the top, which will just make this really taste good. So pour that over there. It all goes together so beautifully. Oh, it's delicious. And then of course we've got these toasted sesame seeds. Now I'm just going to try that. Obviously I'm going to go for the salmon first of all, see how that's cooked. Look at that, lovely and flaky, beautiful. So let's just try a little piece of that salmon. Look at that, so flaky and beautiful. Oh, it's got a lovely flavour with that teriyaki sauce. You know, it just transforms your piece of salmon into something really special. And of course, we've got the pak choy there, so let's just have a little bit of that pak choy. Now, don't overcook it because you don't want it all mushy. You want to have a little bit of crunch. So, oh yeah, that is delicious with it. They go so well together. It's absolutely wonderful. Thanks for watching my videos. I hope you enjoy. Don't forget the thumbs up, subscribe, and all the comments. I really appreciate those. And I'll see you on the next video. The Original Naked Chef.